Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. We'll get this up to about the 44. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hall now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Hall dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not back to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Hall steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
9 yards is the loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Hall on the move to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
A throw over the middle taken in.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hall. Dances by him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. His guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Hall. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Hall out to his left. That's going to be caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Walker, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. He put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Seahawks have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out of the gun now on third down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Richards. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Looking to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Richards. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And his kick is indeed good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Straight ahead, Walker. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now Hall. Off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hall. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, 36 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hall. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richards. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll run going for it. It's Walker. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing again. Hall. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hall. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. There it is. The defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight 1st down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.